welcome everyone to a special impromptu conversation here at Singapore Fintech Festival. I was glad to meet a lot of our portfolio companies, but especially Trasy here from Fluid, one of our fintech AI portfolio companies, are here with an exhibit at Singapore Fintech Festival. And so, happy to catch up with Trasy. I think the last time we spoke was around last year, just around the time that we first partnered with you guys in that round, and now would love to get a catch up on what's been happening with Fluid since.
Yeah, definitely. I think last time when we chatted was almost a year ago, and so many things happened after. Of course, with Insignia's investment, we're able to actually grow over 10 times in the last year. The team size, revenue, and also client base. So now Fluid serving with 3,000 businesses in Singapore, Malaysia, and transacted over 200,000 B2B transactions across Singapore, Malaysia.
For those who may not be as familiar, maybe we can go back in time and start with what was the GTM or the initial product, and then what differences have been made since.
Yeah, definitely. So when we first started Fluid, we positioned ourselves as a B2B buy now pay later product, but when we learn more about our clients and what they need, we realize the opportunity is a lot bigger than just B2B buy now pay later. And so now we actually have different features of products to really manage the whole B2B payments to make it fluid, not just for the financing. Maybe I can give an example. Yeah.
Okay.
One of our clients, John, and he runs a seafood distribution business. He delivers seafood daily, and his business is growing. He's serving like hundreds of restaurants and hotels. But in the afternoon, instead of celebrating the sales, he actually have to tally invoices manually one by one, chasing payment on WhatsApp and email.
Lots of paperwork.
Lots of manual work, lots of paperwork, and he's really worried about his cash flow. So that's why we built Fluid, and Fluid now we position ourselves as an AI payment platform with financing. So we enable businesses to get paid faster, pay bills seamlessly, and accessing financing instantly. And our vision is actually to build a team of AI agents that really automate processes that the finance team takes hours or weeks to do. To really come in minutes.
Right. And make the lives of folks like John, for instance, the seafood distribution business, a lot better. They can run a healthy business and also, enjoy life, so to speak. I wanted to touch on that whole, being able to create a team of AI agents to automate specific processes that previously finance teams had to spend so much time on.
Yeah.
Maybe you can talk, what specifically are those processes?
Okay. So let's just take our AI reconciliation agent. As an example, so currently the finance team has to manually go to Excel and tally those transactions one by one. So you can think about it, running a distribution business, you have thousands, tens of thousands, 50,000 of invoices a month, and have a team of finance person just like tallying the invoice in Excel, and then after they've done it, then they would have to upload that back into the accounting system, or in some cases, they have to tally one by one in the accounting system. So how our agent does it is our agent use the logic, reasoning, calculating math to really understand which invoice the finance have actually paid. And the agent reads the pay in and automatically tally not just invoice to one pay in, so that the finance don't really have to do it. So what takes the finance team 7 to 8 hours a day to do, and now with the agent's help, they become superhuman and finish within 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Yeah, and our team also benefits from that because, as we have a lot of invoices as well as Fluid, and with the AI agent's help, we're able to really finish our job with 20 to 30 minutes. So, and that's also why we're able to actually scale our business, really scaling the team, and really thanks to the AI technology.
No, it's really great if you yourself are able to use the kind of solutions that you're building and really speak to how effective they are. You talk about the reconciliation. Any other use cases that you're currently launched or in progress or have that you're excited about?
Yeah, so the AI agents we have been using it for months already, and then now we're at beta testing with some of our distributors and launch it for their basically to get feedback, initial feedback from their perspective. And of course, for Fluid, we use just a few bank accounts, and for them, there are different types of bank account, different types of accounting system. So really excited to see that they very open to adopting new technology in such a traditional industry. And of course, we have a number of agents in the pipeline. The other one is the AI collection agent. So, right now, Fluid and also the distributor have to pretty much collect manually and chase a payment or bring the team to chase payment online, WhatsApp, email, phone call. And what we're planning to build is really an AI agent to do collection, specifically for industry with a lot of invoices. And the agent can send reminders, negotiate payment plans for the B2B businesses in WhatsApp, email, and potentially phone calls. Actually, interesting, I just talked to a startup here today that will be able to identify whether you have the willingness to pay back or you have the money to pay back with just voice. So that's super powerful, and the accuracy is over 93%. So I think what we're envisioning is a lot of distributors who have AR, like accounts receivables, will then be able to actually plug in, activate our agents and use it at their own, at their own benefit.
Managing accounts receivables can be a really daunting task, and the impact can accumulate. You miss out on a lot of different AR invoices and that kind of thing. So it's going to be really useful. Any particular learning so far from talking to a lot of these enterprises? It seems like you really get a lot of feedback from them. You really have these conversations with them. Like anything that you learned over the past year.
The AI agent definitely is something that they all have been thinking about. When we first thinking about asking traditional industry to adopt new technology, we were very actually ready.
Right.
But a lot of these older owners of distribution business, they actually have been using ChatGPT in the last 1 year. So they have already been thinking about.
So the personal use case has actually been helpful in.
Yeah, it's like even my mom. My mom is using I think Doubao in China, and it's like personal. Basically, it's like ChatGPT, but in more like I guess Chinese prototypes. So even parents at this age are adopting AI technology very well, and so for business owner, even in a more traditional company, they have been thinking about how do they improve efficiency for the business, how do they collect more money, how do they improve the collection of the accounts receivables. So that's why I think that has been very encouraging.
What was the biggest challenge on the other hand so far? I mean, it seems like they're ready to adopt, but are there any challenges in actually executing that or implementing that?
Yeah, definitely. I think one of the challenge would be so how it works for our product is that it's 5 minutes connect to accounting system, cloud accounting system, and
this is like what types of accounting systems you guys work with?
So it's like Xero, QuickBooks, Microsoft Dynamics, and SAP. Microsoft Dynamics and Oracle. Next three, all these we are actually connected, and we have been just one click connect with the.
Pretty flexible, a lot of options. Yeah.
Very, I would say a lot easier. But then when we so basically 5 minutes connect and then activate the agents, and the agent perform the task 24/7. And then the results can that be sent right back into our accounting system. Now the challenge is that in some of these owners, they don't really have a cloud accounting system. Yeah, so I think it's a matter of should we actually go that route or should we actually just stick with the cloud system? But what we realize, especially in emerging market, they're still on premise, and that is making I would say the scale a little bit challenging. Right. So we gotta figure out should we really spend time to integrate with the middleware, or should we really just focus on those cloud system?
Right. Yeah. Because that can take a while also to transform the on-prem guys into kind of cloud users as well.
And
that's a whole other transformation in and of itself.
Yeah, exactly. I think that would definitely take some time, and that's also same for our credit agent, which is the basically the financing side of Fluid. And when we connect with the accounting system, we the cloud one is like 5 minutes, but then the on-prem one Definitely it takes a few days to sometimes like weeks.
Right. Right.
Mm.
And for Fluid, like, how do you see this, move into AI agents and building really this stack of agents? I guess that's the longer view, that stack of agents that finance teams can rely on. How is this that reposition Fluid, I guess, within the competitive landscape of other fintechs in this space?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think for us, our vision never changed, which is to make payments fluid. We really want to build the biggest indicator network, so the suppliers can get paid faster, buyers paid flexibly, domestically and cross-border. So instead of really thinking about more traditional way of how to make it happen with AI, we are able to actually use AI to think about how to make it where we see the success of a number of AI agents, we realize well that's probably the way to go. So that's how we gonna differentiate ourselves with others. Even you talk about AR/AP management, we really need to think about how to make it so interactive and easy for our user to use and adopt. And at the same time, if they need financing, maybe they can also just take a button to get paid on day one, which they can do it now.
Yeah.
And interact in a more interactive way and an easy way for them to adopt. And I think that the product will be very sticky.
So like 5 minutes to kind of onboard, and then it runs on the background already, like 24/7.
Yeah.
And then as you mentioned earlier, tasks that take days, even weeks. I guess if you're dealing with a lot of paperwork, can take like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So really great difference for a lot of businesses.